He doesn't want pull guard. Let's see if Muhammad Ali will. Actually, I'm sorry, guys. I said field. Self-field. That's the difference. Selfie. Very strong judo player, forcing Muhammad Ali pull guard and play the game that Mike Musumeci did last. Keep the weight distance and stuff, omoplatas. That's going to be the options that I see. Put a lot of pressure on this pass. It's so strong, Seif. Oh my God. Forcing Muhammad Ali to turtle, which is going to give him an advantage for sure. Seif putting a lot of pressure on Muhammad Ali. The weight difference just, even though the same category is big, and then will put Muhammad Ali in a situation that he doesn't get very often. And it's really tough. That's one interesting thing, right? Because when Seif fought Musumeci was feeling comfortable in all kind of style, a way that he put into, because Musumeci games is already, by being small, he already used to be in these scenarios all the time, and he mastered it, right? So Seif got very frustrated and stopped, like, tried to push through, choking Musumeci through the face, getting penalties and stuff. But when it comes down to the same weight division, or even guys that are not used to be under pressure, like you can see now, Muhammad Ali, is very difficult. You know, it's not an easy guy to fight. He's very, very strong and put a lot of pressure on the right spot with all this weight. It's incredible.
And I am back.
Yes,
good to be back, Mr. Braulio.
Beautiful, beautiful display.
Did you guys get to watch it?
Yeah, of course.
All right.
Congratulations, man. He's on fire.
Thank you.
He's a big contender for the double gold.
That's the plan. He passed Buchecha yesterday, so he's already ranked #1. But the true goal is double gold. He's got Patrick Gaudio and Keenan ahead of him.
Look at him, this proud professor here.
I would like to give myself credit, but I can't. That's all Rodrigo Cavaca.
Hey, listen. I was talking, look at how much pressure Seif has been put on Muhammad Ali. Thing that he's doing to Muhammad Ali, he didn't get close to do with Musumeci, because Muhammad Ali is not used to be in this third position. And that's what Musumeci is already used to. It's so incredible how the game changes according to who you fight.
Exactly, but here's the thing. Musumeci knows better. For every time a Seif moves, Musumeci's got to move 2 to 3 times. And if he's constantly resetting, he does not allow Houmine to use his weight against Musumeci, right? So Muhammad Ali's probably not used to that. Like, who's heavier than him in his gym? Like, probably not a lot of guys, right?
That's what it is. And I'm telling you, Seif, he knows what he's doing. He does with conscience. He doesn't let go to grips at any time. He turns back when he needs to. When about to lose, he reset. He's always relentless, you know. And then what you're going to do, you're not going to take him down. It's a big position big situation for Ali to do it.
Yeah, and it's a difficult matchup for Ali because Ali is used to being a heavyweight, right? So now he's forced to be someone that is not typically the role he plays in a fight, right? Being the lightweight. And
the amount of energy that he has to do to get out of that is really big. Whereas Musa Messi didn't spend so much energy to be able to replace and be in a safe spot because there's no gap between him. When he's so small, it's like a little, like a sphere of metal that he cannot undo it.
Yes.
So he cannot apply the pressure.
I'd rather pass anyone's guard over Mike Musumeci. It might be the hardest guard in the world to pass because I keep saying this, but it's true. I really feel that smaller legs are an advantage.
Yeah.
It's so much easier to recover and pummel.
It's too much pressure.
Yeah.
And you can see like Muhammad Ali, he has limbs that can be reached by Seif, you know.
And you know, I don't know what the strategy is for Mahamed because taking Seif Houmine down is going to be so difficult, and playing guard is going to be just as hard, if not
Seif,
worse.
just by resting here, is already putting a lot of struggle on Muhammad Ali.
Yeah, he really knows what he's doing.
Look at that.
He knows how to use weight.
Look at that.
Notice he's on his toes the whole time and shifts his upper body weight on Mahamed. And it's difficult. How do you recover when someone's leaning like 300? Mike Musumeci figured it out, but you know, for those of you who didn't watch that match yesterday, what Mikey did was he was constantly resetting his weight. Like he was never in the same spot for more than half a second. And when you do that, you prevent a guy the size of Houmine to actually use your weight against you because you're in a different place all the time.
And always protecting the extremities of the body. Either knee or foot. Knee, foot. So he could never apply or undo anything.
The difference between being heavy and being agile is for you to use your weight is fairly simple. It doesn't take a lot for you to use your weight in your favor, right? And there's some technique to it.
It's going to be a submission. This American, let's specialize in.
That could be it. Oh, that could be it.
It's still, we go with
Mahamed
the
managed to hit
Ali.
the half guard. But you see, when you're a lightweight, for you to use your agility, it's just a lot harder technically. I think there's a lot more going on. But once you achieve that, guys like Mike Musumeci, for example, like, you know, I can think of like Rafael Mendes and some of the other like brilliant lightweights in the history of Jiu-Jitsu. They're masters at it because it becomes almost
impossible. That's how they do all the time.
Yes.
Because they are always the smallest in the class.
They're always that turns into, you know, which is normally a disadvantage, turns into an advantage in competition because you're right. Like Mahamed is not used to playing the role he's playing right now.
And there's no, and he cannot do it otherwise. The tactic plan, you know what I mean? You cannot do another thing. You cannot put him down.
Bro, if you were Muhammad Ali with his skill set, not Braulio, if you were Muhammad, what would have been the game plan to defeat Seif?
I would try to, since the beginning, try to break the sleeve and try to put his sleeve across. And then start walking to the opposite side, kind of make the strap, the straight jack jacket.
Yes.
You know, making the guys cross his Seif's arm across his waist. To go for a single or touch single to go to the back and force him to drop the knees.
I play that game a lot with the heavyweights. Like they'll get on their knees and I'll cross, like, you know, like almost like an arm drag with the hand on the sleeve and the other one on the armpit.
Yeah.
And then it neutralizes their weight, but it's so hard because Seif is smart enough to go right away. So he doesn't let Muhammad get something like that. Every time Muhammad was in guard, he was immediately defending himself. He never really had a chance to set himself up. And I think the main reason for that is, like we were discussing, he's just not playing the role in the gym like Mike Musumeci does, for example.
Exactly. And then he's very offensive. What I like about Seif, he's kind of very offensive.
Yeah, you're right. Most guys his weight class are more defensive, but he's moving forward the whole time.
Yeah. That would be a good fight between him and Big Mac.
Big Mac. Saudações, Big Mac. Only those who have fought and trained with Big Mac know. Like that was like, he was like the Seif of our time. Yeah,
exactly.
And he was a monster on top. Good judo too.
The difference that Big Mac wasn't as offensive as him in terms of submission.
He was lighter too. Seif was a lot heavier.
This is such a good. He knows what he's doing, man. It's incredible. Like he putting Muhammad Ali in a very awkward position on purpose. And that stomach on Muhammad Ali's face will short him of oxygen. People can actually pass out and struggle just to breathe. Look at his face now. Oh my God, man. Muhammad Ali is going through a hard time there. Can you see how he moves well?
Yes.
For his weight, he put himself in the right spot all the time.
Yeah, it's like he's on his toes.
Look at that.
Yes.
He does that. He knows what he's doing.
He makes sure that Muhammad Ali is constantly carrying his weight.
Exactly.
And that's where I'm actually surprised. Like, Muhammad Ali's got to be in great shape because, I mean, almost 10 minutes into, like almost 9 minutes into this fight, and he's still moving. I think I would have gassed out by the 5th minute there. I don't think I like, because he's been pushing and dealing with that weight the whole time on bottom.
Exactly.
That's not easy to do.
That's the thing. To fight someone like that, you need to work on extremities.
Yes.
Their hands, fight for the hands, don't like the hand grabs, because if you go collar, underhook, he'll just splash through.
And
it's a lot of weight different. 55 seconds to go. Muhammad Ali loses 3-0.
Look at his toes. You see him digging? He's like digging into the mat with his toes, like making himself even heavier on Ali. He's making sure, like, no, I'm not letting you move. Because Ali's got a lot. He could drive forward and, you know, potentially put Seif on his butt. It's just the way he's driving his weight forward.
It's impossible.
Yeah, he's just not giving him anything to work with. So, like you said, very smart.
He's playing the right game, and I'm impressed. Ten seconds to go. Oh my God. Look at his position. Wow.
Great win.
Passes. Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali is exhausted. Exhausted.
Oh, you blame him? And I think for purpose of guard, Muhammad Ali should have been exactly what we were talking about. Like, you know, I call it the drag, like constantly arm dragging that arm.
His experience.
But for
he'll definitely gonna go back and stand now.
Yes, but for like a standing, I think that maybe that would have been. I mean, he could have worn out his opponent. Because remember, you're standing up with that much weight. It's hard to carry that weight. Pulling on the head a lot, forcing him to react to shots, like a lot of feints. Maybe get Seif to sprawl. If you can get him to sprawl a few times, you can maybe, you know, spin the turtle position, use the agility, right? The speed that he would have over Seif to try to get on top. Those are possible routes to victory, but none of them are easy.
But one thing that I got really impressed is that Seif, he didn't use just by being a big guy. So the way that he was moving is what I would have done with my weight.
Yes.
Especially with that weight on top of it. So he's playing the right game. He's not cheating just the size.
No.
He's doing the right thing.
And here's the thing: if you're that big, you have to learn how to use what you have to your favor. That's like a lot of people hate on big guys. You know, yesterday, of course, everyone's cheering for Mike Musumeci because he's such a great guy, right?
Yeah.
But what do you expect a big guy to do? Like, what do you want to do? Like, pull off Durimbolos? It's not going to happen, right? He's going to fight the way his body type allows him to fight.
It's kind of allow him to go between his knees and see, like, his arm is free. He goes in like a bull. Yeah. That's such a bad position to be in, man. That was the pass with technique as well. Look, he break the hips, controlling the bottom legs to the other side, shift, agile. Like, also a gentleman.
Yes. Great movement.